So Sony's PlayStation Plus collection is shutting down in May. That's some big news coming out about that in the past week.
Yeah, that's kind of sucks. You need to grab them now.
Yeah,
Grab all
definitely.
those 19 games now and get them while you can.
Welcome back to Game Junction. We're going over another news article from Game Informer about this. I'm Mark, my co-host Brandon.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, we'll dig into this and see what's going on. All right, so the PlayStation Plus collection disappears in May. Sony's closing the PlayStation Plus collection, the batch of PS4 essentials that PS Plus subscribers on PS5 could download and pay for no extra charge. In an email sent to subscribers, the message states that on May 9th, the 19 game collection will disappear, and subscribers have until that date to add its games to their game library. Sony didn't provide a reason for why it's closing the collection, but it also clarifies that other PS Plus perks, such as the monthly games, will not be affected. PlayStation Plus collection alongside the PS5 as an added bonus to those owners. In a way, it serves as a mini version of the Xbox Game Pass, albeit only featuring last gen titles. The collection has remained largely the same since 2020, with a couple of titles joining the roster, and only Persona 5 being removed from the original lineup last year. The PlayStation Plus collection currently consists of the following. So we got Batman Arkham Knight, Battlefield 1, Bloodborne, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Crash Bandicoot, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, God of War, Infamous Second Son, The Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat 10, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, Uncharted 4, and Until Dawn. Regardless, be sure to nab these games now if you haven't already, before the May 9 deadline sneaks up on you.
Yeah, so I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of saw this coming. It seemed like they sort of advertised this as an incentive to get the PS5 early. I mean, you are getting all these pretty massive games for
Yeah.
free. Um, all big first party, not all first party. I'm sorry, all big AAA title games. So I mean, I kind of saw this coming a while ago. I'm actually shocked they didn't already remove this, mostly because of the PS Plus Premium. And I assume that all of these titles will end up being interwoven into that service. So
Yeah, definitely looking back, this seemed like a stopgap to help with some sales. Or it's like, hey, you got this. Here's a little perk, but it's definitely when they added their new subscription tiers, it seems like this was like a temporary thing. And it's like, all right, now we're gonna implement what we actually want to do, and then we'll just kind of like remove this, and then whatever we're gonna do, with some of these games, we'll decide later down the road. But it definitely seems
yeah,
now looking back, this was not ever gonna be like a long term, especially when they didn't really update it all that regularly.
right. Yeah, no, I also think that was kind of like a filler, right? So like there weren't a lot of launch PS5 titles that were like completely worth grabbing, and a
Yeah.
lot of these games have those next gen upgrades and patches. So I feel like that was the main reason for this. It was a bit of like a filler games for these people to play that got the PS5 at launch. Only picked up one or two games with it. I mean, even myself, all I got was Spider-Man with it. I didn't get another game for at least a month for the PS5. So
Yeah, there weren't
I
a lot of
played that.
games.
There weren't a lot of games, so I played that and jumped right into a couple of these. I played that Ratchet and Clank on there. I played through Infamous again with the next gen patch. It was beautiful, awesome. So this is kind of like a filler for some of those, and it I saw this coming. Like I said, I didn't expect them to leave it up. I thought they kind of advertised it in the way that was like a early deal with PS5 people that you got the system early. Here's these games for getting the system early. It was like an incentive. You're getting like a over $300 value with these games alone.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I already own like half of them as it is, but definitely it's one of those things just like maybe I should double check because if I have this, make sure I grab them all even if I don't want to play these games. It's better to have it than not need it.
Yeah, I grabbed all of those day one. I at least I didn't install all of them. I just added them to the
Yeah.
library like I always do. Yeah, I mean it kind of is what it is. It's a digital service. It's going to happen. This is what digital does. They don't keep things around, but you do own these games if you get them. Until there's no service or anything provided for the PS5 in 20 years or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I guess the only fear with stuff like this is if it's and this kind of goes into a deeper subject with digital only games. It's like you have this game that's in your collection, but will they always provide that game? If they bring it off their store, can you still download it? Because I mean, you kind of run into the issue with some of these where it's like, if you don't grab it, they're not. You have to like go out and buy the game. You can, because there's some older games you can probably still find a physical copy, but it definitely goes into a deeper issue of how long will a company let you download a game that you bought digital only.
Right. Yeah, and then also the fact that every single one of these have massive patches. Every single one of them.
It's like
So
every modern game at this point.
it's every game. Yeah, even your Switch games. The only time that doesn't happen is with like a limited run title or something super small that I get for the Switch. Like, 95% of them still have patches. So it's just kind of, that's a whole nother topic. We've kind of gone into that a little bit, and I'm sure we'll hit that again more. But I definitely say grab these while you can. You don't got to install them all. Just add them to your library. You can install them later. Look, God of War 2018. That was my favorite game of that year, and it's still one of my favorite. It's in my top 10 favorite games of all time now. But a lot of good games here. Definitely check them out. Mark, what's a couple of your picks from this selection here?
For my picks, I guess Last of Us Remastered is always a good game to go back to. The Uncharted are always good. Fallout 4 not as much. It's not a bad game. It's just not the best Fallout game. There probably are a
Not
few
Fallout 3.
Fair enough, but it's not New Vegas, right?
It's not New Vegas. I knew you were going to say that.
Obviously, God of War is a great one. There's a lot on here. Maybe that might not pique my interest, but there's other good ones on here. If you're a big Final Fantasy game, Infamous Second Son, you got the Monster Hunter World, Mortal Kombat. If these are your games, definitely. If you don't already own them, and you already have this, you're already paying for it. Why not grab them while you still can?
Yeah, definitely grab all these. There's some stellar titles here. Something out of appease
buy
everybody.
a used PS4 copy if you missed this for like $4.
Yeah, these are all actually super cheap games, physical too. I'm double checking here to make sure. Yeah, every single one of these are dirt cheap, sub $20 games. But I mean, it is what it is. You can grab it now. If you're a collector, grab them digital, put them in your library, so you can get them physical. So.
Hey, you're gonna do whatever you want to do, whatever benefits you personally. So
exactly.
We all have our own preferences for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so hey, let us know what you think about this down below. Whether you got it, you didn't get it, got all these games downloaded, you might miss them. Who knows? Let us know down in the comment section below. Give us a like, give us a sub, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.